virtues of the month of Ramadan. The month of Ramadan has special virtue. There are many ahadith confirming the virtues of this month, some of which include Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu narrated that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, when Ramadan begins, the gates of paradise are opened. In another version of the same hadith, Allah's Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, when the month of Ramadan starts, the gates of paradise are opened and the gates of hell are closed and the devils are chained. On WhatsApp we find a few brothers passing the message around that shaitan has left. One of the great virtues of this month is that after fasting the whole month, one's sins are forgiven. Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu narrates that the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, whoever established prayers on the night of Qadr out of sincere faith and hoping for a reward from Allah, then all his previous sins will be forgiven, and whoever fasts in the month of Ramadan out of sincere faith and hoping for a reward from Allah, then all his previous sins will be forgiven. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam used to be more active during the month of Ramadan. Abdullah ibn Abbas narrates that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam was the most generous amongst the people, and he used to be more so during the month of Ramadan when Jibreel alayhi salatu wasalam visited him. And Jibreel alayhi salatu wasalam used to meet him on every night of Ramadan until the end of the month. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam used to recite the Holy Quran to Jibreel. When Jibreel met him, he used to be more generous than the fast wind, which causes rain and welfare. The following hadith makes the reward of fasting unique compared to all other acts of worship. Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu narrated that Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, Allah said, all the deeds of Adam's son alayhi salatu wasalam are for them, except fasting, which is for me, and I will give the reward for it. Wa ana ajzi bihi. Fasting is a shield or protection from the fire and from committing sins. If one of you is fasting, he should avoid obscene language and quarreling. And if someone should fight or quarrel, he should say, I am fasting, especially for my young friends who are here today. If you are fasting and you are at school, just remember to say to your dear friends that I am fasting, and my situation is very different. By him in whose hands my soul is, if the unpleasant smell coming out from the mouth of a fasting person is better in the sight of Allah than the smell of musk. There are two pleasures for the fasting person. One at the time of breaking his fast, more so for a lot of people who are especially food lovers. I think maybe more so than the ibadah or the dua. It's more about the pleasure of the different types of foods. So let us pray at this moment that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala corrects our intentions in relation to iftar. Ameen, ya Rabbal Alameen. And the other, the time when he will meet his Lord, then he will be pleased because of his fasting. Allahu Akbar. The sin of not fasting during Ramadan. There are many warnings for those who do not fast during the month of Ramadan. For example, Abdullah ibn Abbas reported that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, the ties of Islam and the foundations of Islam are three, and whoever leaves one of them is an unbeliever, and his blood becomes lawful, testifying that there is no God but Allah, the obligatory salahs, and the fast of Ramadan. Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu reported that the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, whoever breaks his fast during Ramadan without having one of the excuses that Allah will excuse him for, then even a perpetual fast, meaning a constant fast, if he were to fast, it will not make up for that day. So really what's important here is to understand that the fasting that we do is not only to bring about a change mentally, physically, but it's also to, number two, understand and appreciate what we have previously had and to perhaps donate on what we had to other people. Number three, as it was mentioned here, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam was very generous. So during the month of Ramadan, even if it means it's £2, £3, £5, try and donate whatever we can, inshallah, because these rewards and these good deeds are times by the hundreds and thousands. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us amongst those who are generous like the fast wind, as mentioned in the hadith. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك واشهد ان لا اله الا انت استغفرك واتوب اليك. جزاك الله.